Hello, Miramar. I'm Commissioner Carson Eddy Edwards, and I'm honored to welcome you to this special July edition of Commission Corner. As your commissioner, I proudly represent all of Miramar, every voice, every neighborhood, every dream. My door is always open, and I encourage you to share your thoughts, concerns, and ideas with me. You can reach my office anytime at 954-602-3830 or email me directly at cadwards@miramarfl.gov. Today's episode is all about spotlighting the incredible individuals making a difference right here in our city. And I'm thrilled to be joined by Logan Hall, a rising star in the soccer world and a proud Miramar resident whose talent is turning heads on and off the field. We're also welcoming two powerful voices from our upcoming Healthy Conversations, Nourish and Flourish initiative. We have Damian Parsons, a passionate health and wellness advocate, and Adana Bell, a licensed marriage and family therapist. Both will be presenters at our event July 16th, offering real strategies and heart-centered insight into the wellness issues that matter most to our community. Let's get into the conversations that move us forward together. Our guest today on Commission Corner is Logan Hall, a thriving, flourishing, talented soccer player from right here in Miramar. Logan, welcome to the program. How you doing?
I'm good.
Man, you're turning heads and doing some good stuff on the field and off the field.
Yes, sir, of course.
So you started out at Sunset Elementary.
Yeah.
What was that like?
So growing up, I went to Sunset Lakes Elementary from elementary school to 5th grade. I went there with my brother as well. It was good. It was mostly of the kids from the neighborhood. As you know, in Miramar, we have a lot of neighborhood-based schools, so as well as Dolphin Bay and Sunset Lakes Elementary. So it was good. Growing up, I also played flag football. Of course, I was very much into athletics and sports and things of that nature. So yeah, it was good growing up there with my brother with me as well. It was a good opportunity. We grew together, so it was always great.
Yeah. So as you grew, you moved up and you started playing under 17 football, going for a club, and you got noticed you were named Player of the Year by Sun Sentinel. What was that like?
So I got Player of the Year my senior year of high school. It was a great experience. You know, I've been to a couple of different high schools, but this year coming as a captain, going into this year, I was very hopeful. You know, we led the team to a state semis. So as well, I got Miami Herald and Sun Sentinel Player of the Year. And it was amazing. It was a great feeling. But, of course, I owe it to my teammates. You know, nothing's possible without the team.
And so you also were named Gatorade Player of the Year.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
you just getting all the accolades.
Yes. I mean, it was a great, for Player of the Year for Gatorade, it's on and off the field. So it wasn't just my performance on the field, it is what I did outside of the field as well. But it was a great award to get. You know, only 50 players in the United States get it each year. So it was just, I can't even describe the words. I was overjoyed with words. Like, it was amazing.
It was amazing. You mentioned off the field. When Logan is not playing soccer, what's Logan doing?
So what I like to do is I like to give back. I'm from Jamaica. So what I've been doing is I've been giving computers back to school in Jamaica. One school by the name of Vaz Prep. I used to go to summer camp there when I was younger as well. So I gave about 200 computers back to Vaz Prep. But Vaz Prep didn't only take all 200. They also donated to other schools as well. There's a school of the deaf in Jamaica, so they donated about 50 over there, and it was great. Me and Vaspep worked very closely to help give kids the opportunity in Jamaica.
Now, do you go to Jamaica and help with the distribution?
Yes, sir. My grandparents live in Jamaica, in Kingston, Ligony, if anyone knows who that is.
Ligony, of course.
Yes. So yeah. They have a home down there, so every 2 to 3 months, I go down there and give back to the computers. I show face in the school as well and participate, volunteer there and everything. It was amazing.
Where did that come from, that giving back?
That giving back.
What prompted you to do that?
It really came from my parents. You know, they always taught me as a kid to give back to the less fortunate. And it's something I want to continue when I grow up as well. Maybe start my own foundation and things of that nature.
Now, what's next for Logan?
So for me, what's next is, since I got Gatorade Player of the Year, they've granted me a $1,000 grant. And as growing up in Miramar, I started my soccer journey at Miramar PAL. So I want to give that grant back to Miramar PAL, give that $1,000. There's also an opportunity that I can win $10,000 for Miramar PAL as well. So I'll be going for that as well. But right now, I'm going to give back that $1,000. You know, we're going to hold a kind of clinic they have a group of soccer people right there that are playing indoor soccer. We're going to hold a clinic for them and give back to them, get some coaching with me and my fellow coaches, fellow students, fellow friends. And that's what's next for me.
Listen, man, I'm so proud of you, what you're doing, and I love the giving back, especially to the Miramar PAL. That's just so fantastic. I wish you all the best. It's a pleasure having you here in Commission Corner.
Much.
And we're going to come check out some of your games. But when you play next?
So I leave for college in August 1st. I'm going to Jacksonville University. And I think I will play FAU. So if anyone's around and wants to see that game when the schedule comes out, we can share it also on Miramar TV and come out for the game.
Logan Hall, it's a pleasure having you here. We're going to see much more of you, and good luck.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Joining us on the program right now, we have our two presenters from Healthy Conversations, Nourish and Flourish, Adana Bell, licensed marriage therapist, and Damian Parsons, who is a health advocate. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thanks for having us.
Adana, you are a licensed marriage therapist.
Yes.
What's the name of your company again?
The name of the company is After Happily Ever After.
After Happily Ever After.
Yes.
So we get married and it's happily ever after.
Yes, and then the question becomes, what happens after?
And you've got the answers?
I may have some of them, yes. Yes.
So tell us a little bit about what you do with that as a marriage therapist.
So I started After Happily Ever After 11 years ago, and I started it to help people in their marriages, but also individually as well. I work with couples. I do premarital counseling as well as marital counseling. I work with individuals on anxiety and depression, and I'm doing a lot of work with grief, people who are suffered a loss, who are grieving someone. I do a lot of work with that as well.
A lot of times people don't think we need therapy. They think, oh, I can work this through. Mm-hmm. But more and more I hear people are talking about now, I need to see my therapist. So we're getting accustomed to the point that, yeah, I need some help mentally.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's happening now is that the stigma is starting to go away. Mm-hmm. The stigma of what happens in this house stays in this house. We don't talk about things outside of the house, or it happened to me and I got over it, so you should be able to get over it too. We're not doing that anymore. Now we're saying, no, if it hurt me, I need to go talk to someone about it. And we're now seeing a lot more people coming to therapy, a lot more people of color coming to therapy, seeking help, wanting to be helped, and working through whatever it is that they need to work through. Whether it's depression, whether it's anxiety, coping skills. Life is doing a number on everybody right now, and a lot of people are coming to try to get answers to help them when their lives get more difficult.
Speaking about when life gets difficult, Damien, I know you had a part of your life that was difficult, which led you to the path you're on now. Tell us a little bit about the hardship that you went through with your health situation.
Yeah, thank you for asking that. So in 2012, I was diagnosed with lymphoma of the stomach, and it was a situation where I thought I was healthy. I had cheat days, and at the time, I had stopped doing sugar, gluten, and dairy, so I was always conscious about health. But some things got in, and the things that got in caused me to develop H. pylori, which is a stomach bacteria that's commonly found among adults. And unfortunately, I didn't have a doctor that was proactive enough to recommend the right course of action, so I ended up getting cancer. Initially, they wanted to take away 60% of my stomach. I opted out of all surgeries. and I ended up having to do chemotherapy in Oklahoma. And it was through those experiences kind of really opened my eyes to the situation that we're all in. And we have this blind trust that we lean into. I mean, with our doctors, with the institutions. And the thing that really got my attention was going to a visit on the 6th floor of a hospital, coming down to the 1st floor and seeing that there was a McDonald's on the 1st floor. And I realized that there was a problem. And so, yeah, I started looking and examining food a lot closer, and I just start removing myself from all the cheat days.
So what is it that you saw now that you say, well, I'm going to take things in my own hands, and what did you start to do?
So the first thing I started doing was asking questions about how did I get this? And when I started finding out the reasons behind how we can easily contract these diseases and these, inflammations in our body, the thing that kept coming up was eating food that's fresh, whole, and from the ground. There is no workaround. There are no shortcuts. Anything that's over-processed, anything that's filled with too much sugar, anything that's from Mother Nature is usually the safe bet. And granted, there are things that we need to take precautions of. We have to cook certain things or just completely stay away from others. But the narrative that I took from that was, if nature don't make it, don't take it.
I like that. If nature don't make it, don't take it. I like that. So you started now creating and building your own smoothies and your own recipes. And how did that help?
Tremendously. Here's what I found out. The way I started deciding to eat, there wasn't anything outside of my home that complemented that. So I stopped drinking alcohol. I cut out cashews. I cut out chicken. I cut out... And I started cutting these things because I started realizing the things that was affecting me the most. And because I had a specific cancer in my stomach, I was looking at more gut health. How can I improve my gut health? And the foods and the things that I needed to do started steering me into a direction where I had to prepare my own meals. And what came out of that was folks seeing the results, and they started asking me questions about how they can eat better. And I started developing this morning smoothie. I called it morning smoothies for myself. It's something I've been doing for over 6 years, and I perfected the recipe over a course of, I want to say 4 years, and I can count on one hand the days I've missed it over the past 6 years I've been drinking it. My mailman would get smoothies, the guy that cut the grass, the youth, like everyone would get smoothies. And it really started into a business when one of my mom's friends came by. And, in normal nature, I handed her a smoothie, and she came the next day, and she was blown away by the results. She said, "Damien, I've never been to the bathroom like that as an adult. I need one of your smoothies every day." And with that said, she helped me sell 50 smoothies in a week, and I was like, okay, something is here, and I leaned into it.
You leaned into it.
Yeah.
That's taking care of the body, and a part of the body that we ignore a lot of the times is the mind.
Yes.
What do we need to do to nourish our mind, Dr. Donna?
We need to practice self-care unapologetically. Take the time to do the things that you enjoy doing. Take your vacations. There's no reason for you to build up all this time at your job and not take the time off when you need it, even if it's just to sit at home and just relax, if it's to go on vacation with your friends or family, to go on vacation for yourself. Practice self-care. Do the things that are good and healthy for you. Practice healthy coping skills, exercising, eating right, journaling, talking to friends who will be helpful. We don't want to talk to the friends that are going to be a hindrance or cause us more harm. Go to therapy. talk to a therapist, and you can go to one therapist and say, I don't know about that one, and then go talk to another therapist. There's no shame. If we can change doctors, we can change therapists.
So out of all of this, me meeting you guys, and we come together now, we have Healthy Conversations. That's happening July 16th at the Miramar Cultural Center. You're going to present, you're one of our presenters. You're going to present, what can folks expect?
They can expect to understand why this is July is actually Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. Why is this month so important for people of color? They can expect to learn some coping skills. They can expect to learn how to look for a therapist, what to ask a therapist. They're going to learn what it means to actually go to therapy and what you can actually get out of therapy.
And Damien, same question. You're going to be doing some cooking demonstration. What can we expect from you at Healthy Conversations?
So my background is a creative director, UI, UX, so I build systems for a living. And my approach to how we eat took the same methodologies. The topic that I'd like to introduce is bridging the gap between how we eat and our health. And just talk specifically about what to look out for, and not just eat to satiate our appetite, but eat as a form of making ourselves better.
Eat as a form of making ourselves better. That's what we're going to do at Healthy Conversations, July 16th, the Miramar Cultural Center. You're going to hear more information about that. And listen, come check us out. Mr. Donna Bell, therapist, and Damien Parsons will be presenting there, and I'll be hosting. So what other reasons do you want to show up?
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here, and I look forward to those healthy conversations that we're going to be having, and looking forward to continuing to have more healthy conversations.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you for joining us for this July edition of Commission Corner. I'm deeply grateful to our inspiring guest, Logan Hall, for showing us the power of passion and perseverance, and Damien Parsons and Adana Bell for reminding us that wellness starts with us taking the first step and being responsible for our health. As your commissioner, my commitment to you is unwavering. I represent every corner of Miramar, and I truly want to hear from you. Your ideas, your concerns, and your vision for our great city. Please don't hesitate to call my office at 954-602-3830 or email me at cadwards@miramarfl.gov. Let's stay connected, stay informed, and keep building a healthier, stronger Miramar together. Until next time, take care and be well.